Alright, in this last problem, we had done the first question where actually we had to do two things before we could actually answer the first question. We had to come up with our equation first and solve for the proportionality constant, or in other words, the growth rate. Then we had to use that with the information they gave us to figure out how many would be present in the culture after 5 hours. Alright, well, our next part of the problem, let me mark that off there, says how long is it until there are 20,000 bacteria? Alright, well, again, thinking about that we are using the uninhibited growth formula, so that's A equals A naught e to the kt. In this we have variables of A naught, K, and T. Well, this problem said, how long is it? So our question here is to solve for time. That's what we don't know. So let's just keep that as T as our variable. Until there are 20,000 bacteria. So 20,000 is our amount after time. Well, we need to know how much did we start with, and that was 500. And we also need to know our growth rate, or our proportionality constant, which we already solved for and found it to be the natural log of 8/5. Now we have all the information we need, and we can plug it into our formula and solve. So we'll have 20,000 equals 500 e to the natural log of 8/5 times t power. Okay, so first things first, let's divide by 500 to get the exponential alone. So by doing that, we have 200 divided by 5, which is going to be, oops, I need a other color there, that's going to be 40, equals e to the, now I'm going to go ahead, I think, and write this a little bit different. I'm going to write it as t natural log of 8/5. That looks a little bit better than having all those parentheses in there. Now we can introduce our logs, our natural log, so that we can bring that exponent down in front. So now we have the natural log of 40 equals t natural log of 8/5 and then natural log of e. These are all being multiplied. But the natural log of e is 1, so we don't really have to worry about that. To get t alone, we can divide both sides by what we don't want. So let's divide both sides by the natural log of 8/5. That will cancel it out. And so now we'll have t equals the natural log of 40 divided by the natural log of 8/5. And if we do that on our calculator, because this is just a number, we should get that t equals 7.8 hours. So after about 7, almost 8 hours, we're going to end up with 20,000 bacteria when we started with only 500.